Good morning. So it's 10 o'clock on Sunday. I've had a shower. I'm just having a bit of breakfast now. I've got some croissants and some coffee. Yeah, yesterday I just did a little ride off the back of the 160 kilometres. I think I did 20 kilometres yesterday. Really slow pace, just to get my legs moving. Went for a paddle in a river. And then the weather became absolutely awful. A storm started basically. So today it looks like it's going to be cloudy and rainy all day. So hopefully I'm going to get a ride in during the afternoon. But I think for the morning I'm going to sort the van out a little bit, and I'm potentially thinking about putting a new shelf in, which I will show you if I decide to do it. I'll show you why I'm putting it there, and then the process of actually making it. I've got a few bits of scrap wood that I can use. So, this cupboard, the one directly above the hob and the sink, it's got salt and pepper and that sort of stuff in it. But obviously, because there's no shelf in it, all this up here is just dead space. So I'm going to make, maybe about halfway, a shelf that sits at about the middle, so I can double the storage in there. First step is to do some measuring up and then to draw it. Okay, so here is my scrap wood, which will soon be a shelf. So I've got the shelf with like a stop on the front. Perhaps that's a little bit too big. So the shelf will sit something like that. But I've got a wire here for one of the lights. So I need to make a little notch in the back of the shelf just so it'll sit in a bit easier. And there we have a little notch for the wire, so it should be good now. So I'm going to fix the supports on. So for the side, so the bit that will sit here like this to stop anything falling off the top of the side, I've made a template out of cardboard. And now I'm transferring that to this piece of plywood, and I'm going to cut it with the coping saw, and then hopefully it will just be a couple of screws and I'm done. And there we have the last piece scribed. It's not perfect, it's not a perfect piece of wood, but it'll do the job. So there we go, that's the new shelf made. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, I admit. Like, it doesn't really fit with the aesthetic for the rest of the van, because it's not finished to such a good standard. But it's functional and it will serve its purpose, and I can fit everything I want to fit in that cupboard now, so I mean it works. And it's not like you can see it, like it's out of the way. And there we go, it looks 1,000,000% better. I've got all my stuff in, and I can actually get to stuff, and it's not all just going to fall on my head every time I open the cupboard because I have to stack it. So that's good. I've got the spices in, and like my drug box with like paracetamol and stuff in, which were before were just thrown in the garage because they wouldn't fit in there. But yeah, now everything's sorted. That's miles better. I am halfway through making my soup, and I've run out of gas because I am an idiot. It's obviously Sunday as well, so I can't get any till tomorrow. I literally wrote it last week. I wrote it down that I had to get gas, but I totally forgot. So this is the Alp Kit Brew Kit, which is an excellent cheap alternative to the jet boil, and it's just as good, in my opinion. So I'm just boiling some water, and I'm going to add the stock and everything, stir it up, blend it, and then I think I'll have to heat it in this because that pan won't work. So I have blended it, and I have got half in a tub for tomorrow, and I've got half on the go in the jet boil that's not actually a jet boil. The Alp Kit Brew Kit. People say all the time that you can't simmer on that sort of stove, and it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but you can do soup and stuff on it. Like it's not an impossibility. Like the inside of it's not even bad. It's not like it's all stuck or anything. If you're careful, you can simmer some soup. I don't know, something else. So after the soup disaster, I have tied my phone holder that I use in the van onto my bike to potentially try and film a different angle. So it's 4 o'clock and I'm about to do some climbing. Pretty much selected the nastiest hill about, and I'm going to go climb that hill and then descend probably the other side of it and then come back round like on the flat. So I've got my new little camera rig, so we might get some decent descent footage, but I'm unsure as of yet, but I'll try it out. 10%, that's what it is from here to the top now pretty much. As soon as you round this corner, 10% all the way to the top. You can't see how steep it is on a video, but maybe my breath, maybe my breathing shows you how steep it is. So it's about 3 kilometres, that 10% climb. I think I'm at the top of it now. There's definitely like a little down bit here, so I'm going to stick the camera on the bike and then see what that looks like. Run into a little problem here, I think, because it looks to me like the hood is in the way of the angle, but I'm not sure. Let's see. We're back climbing again now, I think. Maybe there's a little rise here and then it drops and then we're back into a proper climb. river. Can't see it. There are some insanely beautiful churches in Austria. Look at that. So, I don't know how far I've done, but I've done a pretty big climb. But unfortunately, about 4 and a bit kilometres in, I stopped recording on Strava by accident. So I've just decided, because it's sunny and because I'm having quite a good time, that it doesn't count if it's not on Strava. So I'm going to go back down the hill to where I got to and then come back up again. Because I'm just in that sort of mood today. I don't know why, but I'm feeling doing that. So I'm going to go back. It's probably 4 kilometres. It's at least 4 kilometres, but I'll let you know when I get there. And then when I get to wherever I was when I stopped recording, which I'm not sure where that is, but whenever I get there, I'm going to turn around and come back to where I am now, and then it counts. So I'm on my second ascent now. I've no idea why I'm doing this. It seemed like a good idea when I was at the top, but now I've remembered how steep it is. It's alright though. It's alright, it's pretty fun. I've been saying for a few days that I'm going to do some climbing training today, that I was going to go up a steep hill. I've pretty much achieved that now. This is definitely a steep hill. And I've been up it twice now. I'm getting some serious deja vu. Oh, it's easy in your cars, isn't it? Cheaters. So, 12 kilometres and 40 minutes later, I am back to where I started. Well, not where I started, to where I realised I'd stopped recording. That was fun. It was fun to do that climb again. It was absolutely brutal though the second time. But at least now I'll know the elevation gain that I made. You can't tell on this video how steep that hill is. I promise you, that hill is steep. It's killed me off, it really has. And it hasn't finished yet. The views are absolutely worth the effort. That road down the bottom there, that's where I've come from. It's crazy pretty though. So that little village was called Panorama, which is quite fitting. And I'm still climbing, it's still going up. It's absolutely ridiculous. These mountains are absolutely insane. It's so beautiful up here. It's disgustingly steep, but it's absolutely beautiful. And it's never ending. Every time I go around the corner, I'm like, it's going to level out now, and it never does. I am praying I am at the top now. It's levelled out and there's a little dip around this next corner, and I'm praying it's the top, because I just don't know what I'm going to do if it's not. It's absolutely killing me, this climb. I mean, I know I wanted a tough day, but I've not made it easy for myself at all. And there we have another gorgeous church. Austria really is full of them. I hope I get to a downhill bit soon, because my legs are starting to hurt now. A real proper cow crossing. Look at that. and it's actually given me a minute to rest, which I'm happy about. A little bit of a descent now. It's tight and it's scary and it's steep, and I need to get on my bars. Whoa, this is a steep one. That wooden bit was scary. I'm absolutely cooking. Right, there's a danger sign. Back off, danger sign. That's tight. Oh, there's another one of them wooden bridges here. This is a crazy place. Well, I wish I was building that house there, and it was mine to live in, with that view. That's incredible. Right, last bit of descent now, because I want my music back. Oh no, that's where we're going. Why is there a warning triangle? Just noticed a warning triangle. And there's another warning triangle. Making me nervous this, I don't want to go fast. Drop down this, and there's going to be another monster climb. I can feel it in my bones. Almost a dead end. I'd love to bomb down this, but there might be another car or something. Oh, pretty waterfall. Oh god, we're on gravel now. We're on gravel. It's getting cold. I've got my wind jacket on, but I've got nothing else. I've not got my leg warmers, I've not got any gloves, and I've not got anything to eat either. Because in my silly little head, I wasn't coming this far. Oh yes! Yes! Okay, okay. This is getting a bit mountain bike now. I'm glad I'm not on a road bike. I'm glad I'm on this gravel bike. It comes in. Oh my god. Nearly went over the bars then, not even joking. And I was clipped in, so the whole bike would have done a flip. I really am in the mountains now. I want to make it clear that there's an absolute massive cliff on my right hand side. So that's why I'm on the left hand side of the road. If a car comes, I'll move. but I'm more scared about that cliff at the moment. This drop on my right hand side is crazy. I better be going the right way. It's like that, but steeper. Oh my god, there's a car coming. There's legitimately a car coming. Down here. What are you doing driving down here? You best be able to get past me. I'm just going to stay stood still. Crazy! It's absolutely crazy. Look at that. So I'm going to stop filming now because my phone is on low battery and I'm not 100% on the way back down, so I'll need it for the maps, but I'll update you when I get to the bottom. These are as terrifying as they are fun. It's the second one today that's been a 14% gradient on descent. I know where I am now, so that's good. I'm almost back now. That was great, it really was. A lot of fun. It was hard though, the climbing was hard. So I forgot to film an outro last night. I felt like I'd done enough. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. I will see you tomorrow.